Hey, my name is Dr. Chelle. Welcome to the Dr. Test Prep YouTube channel. I hate to tell you, but we're deep in word problems right now. We are doing Unit 6, Lesson 7 from Khan Academy, Linear Inequality Word Problems. I am going to show you how to use the Desmos calculator, so make sure you click the link in the description to open the calculator, and then you select College Board. If you don't, not everything will work that I show you. If you did buy my book, shameless plug from Amazon, How to Increase Your Test Score on the Digital PSAT, whatever. We're on page 114. Okay. If you didn't buy my book because you're just watching this right before the test, great. Get a notebook, write some notes. All right, let's look at question number 1. The Foreign Language Club is selling cheese quesadillas X and churros Y during Hispanic Heritage Month to raise money for their upcoming trip. The profit per cheese quesadilla is $250 and the profit per churro is $175. If the club needs to raise at least $12,000, write an inequality to represent this relationship. So we're not solving anything. It's not a systems of equation. We're just writing the equation. So this one, they didn't tell us how many they sold. So this is not a count one, again, with systems. It's just pure money. So it's the cheese quesadilla is $200.50. Sorry, not $200. And cheese quesadillas are X. We're adding the $1.75 for the churros. That's Y. And then it says it wants at least $12,000. So if you saw my Unit 2 video when we did inequalities, the hint I gave you was do one number less, the number, and one number more. So if they sold $11,999, would they be happy? I mean, I would be happy, but they didn't hit their target. So no. So we know that this has to be greater than 12,000. If they sold exactly 12,000, is that okay? Well, they wanted at least 12,000. So yes, getting exactly 12,000 would be okay. So then we add this number right here. And that's it. We could graph it just to see. And actually, I will graph it just to explain inequalities to you. So if we graph it here, they can sell literally an infinite amount of things. Let's keep going. Here's our line. So anything in the red section works. So for example, if they sold no quesadillas, but they sold 7,000 churros, that would be fine. If we came over here and they sold 6,000 quesadillas, but no churros, it would be fine. Anything in this red section would be fine. Also, anything on that straight line would also be fine because it's not dotted. Remember, if it's on a dotted line, it doesn't count. All right, let's look at number 2. An elevator can hold up to 2,500 pounds safely. So I'm going to already just start that process. Can it hold 2,499 pounds? Yes. Can it hold 2,500 pounds? Okay. Well, if I can spend up to $20, I mean, that means like $20 is my limit. So yeah, up to 2,500, that's kind of the max. Can it hold 2,501? Nope. If there's 240 supplies and 8 people on the elevator, what is the maximum average weight possible to safely use the elevator at one time? So we've got, it's got to be 2,500 or less. And actually, I'm going to say up to doesn't include 25. Yeah, it will. I'm not too worried about this. Okay. This might have been a poorly written question of me. So we've got 240, 8 people are on the elevator. So we have 8x, and that's our equation. So we have 2,500 pounds. It's like up to 2,500. Yeah, if I tell you you can spend up to $100, you can spend $100. So it can go up to 2,500 pounds. It's fine. So that's the max though. So all the people plus the 240 pounds of supplies have to be less than 2,500 pounds. So that's why we have 8 people times the number of pounds. We don't know what that is. Plus 240 is less than or equal to 2,500. I think I explained that way too much, but Been up since 3 in the morning and it's 8:25 at night. So I'm okay that it's taking me longer to explain some things. All right. That's okay. I'm trying to get 4 more videos done before I go to bed. All right. If we look at this, this is insane, right? Like we can't see anything. So I'm going to hit this gear and I'm going to make these numbers much smaller. Let's make them, I mean, if we're talking about weights of people, let's just say 300 for the X and Y. Okay. And actually, we're going to just center it and change it that way. We'll make this say 300 and we'll make this say 300. And there we go. There's our number right here. We can have, they can weigh up to 282 pounds, 0.5. A restaurant is holding a special couples event. The fire marshal stated that the maximum capacity is 140. So, can we have 139? Yes. If the maximum is 140, can we have 140? Yeah. Can we have 141? No. If there are 18 employees, write an inequality to demonstrate the maximum amount of couples who are able to attend the event. Then solve. Okay, so we know that 140 is our max. We know that that is the highest it can be, but it can also be equal. We know that there's 18 employees. And then when we think of couples, we're going to just put 2x because we're going to assume couples are 2 people. So we have 2 times the number of couples to tell us how many people are couples, plus the 18 has to be less than or equal to 140. Yes, you can solve it yourself, or you can be like me and type it into the Desmos calculator. All I'm typing is the less than symbol and then the equal sign symbol, and Desmos knows to put less than or equal to. All right, here we go. 61 couples can attend the event. How wonderful is that? All right, if you come back, our next video will be Unit 6, Lesson 7, but this time we're going to do page 115 where the questions get even harder. I'm telling you, we're in word problem season, but it's going to be okay. I got your back. See you in the next video. Cheers.